Okay, so we are going to dive straight into this training. Too many people spend far too long talking about like this tragedy that happened in the life and how they've managed to turn this around. I'm not going to be teaching you how to build a Facebook ads agency or sell stuff to clients. I'm going to teach you how to get leads using ClickFunnels and Facebook, no matter what business you are in. So very, very quickly about me. My name's Danny Walsh. I've been working with ClickFunnels for like 4 or 5 years. I've been to loads of events. I've spoke on stages. I've been around the world. I've helped thousands of business owners just like you to build their business using ClickFunnels and Facebook. And in the last 18 months, I built another business from scratch, which has got all of these followers and all of these fans, and we're doing events and we're selling products, and you know we're making products, and we've got membership and we've got groups and we've got kind of like everything you could ever imagine that you would need to build with ClickFunnels, and we built that up over like 18 months. And it's awesome and it makes a lot of money, and I'm going to show you what kind of kick-started this, how you can use this in your business too, and how you can go out there and potentially get 80% or more opt-in rates of people who are likely to engage with your business and give you money. And as I showed you on the last screen, how you can get these people into your community. And look, if you've read Expert Secrets or any of the books that you know people put out on marketing, you'll know that the key to making like money consistently on the internet is having an audience or an army or of fans or a culture of people who will pretty much do anything that you want them to do. Well, that is what we set out to do, and that is what we've done. And you can see here the statistics: 81% of the people who saw this page that I'm now going to show you how to build and give you the link to, so you can have it running in your business in like under 2 hours. That 80% of the people who saw this page are like giving their name and giving their email and then going on to join the group. And we've got some cool ways of getting them to invite their friends as well. So you're going to do a little bit of funnel building, a little bit of Facebook stuff, a little bit of viral marketing, and all of that I'm going to show you in the next sort of like 50 minutes, right? So this is going to be free training. You know, not asking you for anything. You can copy what I do. You can download the funnel. I'll email you everything in like an hour's time, right? So in an hour, check your inbox and you'll have everything in there. I just want to make sure you watch this video before you try doing anything, right? So there's a little timer under the video. When that expires, you'll get access to the link and the email and all the rest of the stuff that you need to access these things, right? So I want to dive in, and I want to do this pretty quick. You can have the video at the end, so you can rewind and you can pause and you can stop and you can sort of follow me through, and you'll actually get a copy of this very funnel that we're sort of devising right now. Does that sound exciting? Is that something that's hopefully going to solve some of your headaches? I don't know many people who can go out there and get upwards of an 80% opt-in rate consistently from cold traffic. And this is not just working in this business, it's working in at least 4 different niches of people I'm working with right now. And I know that it will work for you. And, you know, I really need to get going with this, but you know how much time and effort and energy you've put into building a funnel, and you've still not got like 1 opt-in or 1 lead or anything. And like, that's insane. And you've probably spent thousands of dollars on consultants and people who said they're going to build you something. It's not about what you build, it's about how you position it, right? And an audience is the key to all of this. So you need to find your audience on the internet, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in this video, right? So we've not got a great deal of time. Are you ready to get started? Let me know. Say, hell yeah, let's get started. Right, so what we've done in the last video, you may have seen that I've come into ClickFunnels and I went down to build funnel under funnels here at the top. You press build funnel, a little box opens up, you choose create new funnel, you create custom funnel, you give your funnel a name, you give your funnel a tag so you can find it again, and you press build funnel, and this screen opens up, right? And I call this funnel the lead generation funnel. So and that's what we're doing, right? We're generating leads. If you don't have leads, you can't talk to them, and you can't turn them into your audience, you can't turn them into your fans, you can't sell them stuff because you don't have anybody to talk to. far too many marketers, or so-called marketers, or pop-up business owners or these dudes who think that they can build anything in any niche. They don't have an audience of their own. And a lot of the people who are winning the 2 Comma Club award, or they're making all this money, they've like built an audience. So it's very important that you start getting people interested in your brand real quick. And this is one way to go out there and do that from now, right? So we need 2 steps in our funnel. Now you'll notice that ClickFunnels has given us a big bunch of templates, right? And you can see these straight away. And if you look across at the top, we're concentrating with opt-in, so we want an opt-in and a thank you page. But you get your sales funnels, your webinar funnels, your membership funnels, your affiliate stuff, click pops, which like pop up on any website, and a bunch of miscellaneous different bits and pieces. It's not difficult at all to do this stuff, right? You may think it is, you may be terrified of this, but look, I'm nice and relaxed. It's a Saturday afternoon. I've got a cup of coffee in hand, which I'm now going to drink some of. There you go. We've got time to take a little drink of coffee. We're still going to have this wrapped up within like 50 minutes from now. Right, so this is what we need to do. Go into ClickFunnels login. If you don't have a ClickFunnels account, I will send you a link to create one for free for 14 days in the email, and then you've got an account. And then I'm going to give you the funnel at the end when the counter gets to 0, so you can drop that straight in, and you can customize your funnel to your heart's content and get this out and start generating leads real quick. You go to ClickFunnels, you log in, you go to the top here, you go to build funnel, you create a custom funnel, give it a name, give it a tag, and this page will open. And the first thing we need is an opt-in form, right? Now, I'm just going to pick any of these templates. You can choose to use whatever one you want, but the sort of way that I do this is very specific. So you are going to have to like delete a bunch of this stuff. I quite like the vintage squeeze page. So do you see we just found the template, we press select, and here we go. We've got the first step in the funnel, which is an opt-in step. Is that pretty easy? Now, there are a few technical things in ClickFunnels that I am assuming that you have already done, like set up a domain name in there, and you see there I've got dannywalsh.clickfunnels.com is like the subdomain that it gives you to start with. I want to change this to one of my domains, right? So if you go into settings for the actual funnel, this is where you sort of do everything before you kind of start, right? So I want to choose a domain. So I'm going to go through all my different domains, which I've got in here. I've got millions of different domains, and you can go and check some of these out. I'm going to put it on, I'm not going to do school funnels, I'm going to put it on dannywalsh.co.uk, right? So it actually takes me longer to press the right thing than it does to do the work, because it's like, I'm just trying to move so fast, right? So we're going to call this LGF, Lead Generation Funnel 001, and that would be the path that somebody types to get to this page, right? So it'd be dannywalsh.co.uk/LGF001. Or you could call this, quick funnel, or my funnel, or any link. Does that kind of make sense? So it would be domain/any link. But for this one, I'm just going to call it LGF001, then it sort of stays separate from all of my funnels. Now, every single path that you create in ClickFunnels has to be unique, so don't be afraid of adding numbers and stuff to the end, but you don't want to make this one in the funnel settings too complicated, because if you do, then you're not going to be able to remember it, and if you can't remember it, you can't give it to people, and if you can't give it to people, how the hell are they going to find it, right? So I'd be like, yeah, dannywalsh.co.uk/LGF001 would give you access to my lead gen funnel. Does that make sense? Then I'm going to choose my send grid, which is the bit that sends emails from ClickFunnels. Again, there's some sort of technical stuff that goes with this that I'm assuming that you've done, but if you've got all of this stuff set up in your ClickFunnels account, and you've got Actionetics, which is the built-in sort of email autoresponder, you're kind of good to go. This is how to build this funnel real quick, right? And I know we've got literally 50 minutes left, so I've got to move fast. So if you want to have like a little favicon, which is one of those little icons that appears on the browser tab at the top, then you can put the link to that there. It's like a little PNG image, which you can get a designer to make, or you can make yourself on Photoshop, whatever you want to do, right? You can just get a link to that and put it in there, save it on, you know, some site where you can save things, and you just put the link in there, right? Now, there's 2 pieces of tracking code which you would add to your funnel. The first one goes in head tracking code, and that would be your Google Analytics tracking code. Does that make sense? If it doesn't make sense, don't worry. I'll send you some extra bits in the email at the end. When the timer gets to 0, I'm going to give you this funnel that we build, and I'm also going to give you like a little email with a bunch of like step-by-step stuff in there. So don't worry if you don't know where to set up a SendGrid, or like get a favicon, or get your Google Analytics code, or your Facebook pixel. We'll kind of cover that in a separate email, but this is literally building this funnel from scratch. You would drop in Google Analytics into the head tracking code, and it's dead easy to go and find this stuff. It's like analytics.google.com, and then you create your analytics account. It will ask you to put the name of your website in and the URL, and then you just sort of press OK, get your tracking code, and it gives you a piece of code which you just paste into here. That's it, done. Right? The body tracking code, in there I would put my Facebook pixel that tracks page views. So anybody landing on this page, we can then show them an ad on Facebook to remind them to come back. That's kind of like how retargeting works. And this is the box you paste that pixel code in. And if you go to business.facebook.com, you will sort of see a thing at the top that says audiences in your business ads account, and you just create yourself an audience, grab the pixel and paste that sucker in there. That is it. You didn't need to employ, you know, someone from India and spend $6,000 on, you know, development time to paste in 2 bits of code. That is a big frustration of mine, right? I'm watching the clock. We're into like 47 minutes or something to do this, so I need to keep moving. So, reminder. Enter ClickFunnels, log in, go to the top, press build funnel, press custom funnel, give it a name, give it a tag. You come to this page, you go straight to settings. Is this pretty simple? You change the domain. Now I've got loads, you might only have one. You put your domain in, you choose a path. This could be anything that you want that comes straight after the domain, dannywalsh.co.uk/LGF001, right? Simple as that. You choose your SendGrid, you paste your Google Analytics code in there, and you paste your Facebook pixel code in there, and that's it. And you move down, and it says, hey, if you want to charge anybody money, which Stripe account do you want to use? So I'm like, use my Stripe account. That would make sense, right? There's a button to make it like testable if you are taking money, but we don't need to worry about that because we're not taking money in this funnel. We're just getting leads. So you go right to the bottom, you press save and update your settings. In under 15 minutes, we now know how to create a new funnel, how to create a custom funnel, how to edit the settings of that funnel, where to put the analytics, where to put the Facebook tracking pixel, how to create a path so that, you know, people can actually find this thing, and how to configure our SMTP gateway, which basically sends the emails, and if we needed to, how to put it into test mode and assign our Stripe account. So there's like 9 or 10 things, and we've covered them in 15 minutes, and already you're thinking, oh my God, why have I been wasting all of this time and all of this, getting all stressed? Because we are nearly there, right? This next bit is really, 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 really important, right? So watch very, very carefully. I will say this only once. So we've added an opt-in step. We've got a template from ClickFunnels that we've thrown in there. And because we set our domain name and the settings, you can now see that this domain needs to be changed here, right? So the first thing we need to do is go to this little icon. And we can say this is our opt-in page, so we know what we're dealing with. And then what we need to do is extend the path that we just assigned in settings, right? Does that sort of make sense? So we have LGF001, and then I'm going to put dash welcome. You can't use uppercase letters, and you can't have any spaces in your funnel paths. These are like URLs. These have all got to be unique inside your ClickFunnels account. And this way of doing it will make sure you never have any conflicts, right? So in the settings at the top, we just had dannywalsh.co.uk / and the path was LGF001, right? In the first step, in the little cog that we clicked, I've now extended that URL to LGF001-welcome, right? I'm going to copy this stuff and update the funnel step. You can now see that this has turned into dannywalsh.co.uk, and this step is now on LGF001-welcome, right? But what ClickFunnels does is pretty neat, and there's a reason that it does this, right? At the top here, you can see these little links. So you can copy the URL of the funnel, or you can go straight to the funnel URL, right? So if we click this, it will take us to dannywalsh.co.uk / LGF001, which is what we stipulated in the settings. As soon as it lands on that page, it will then immediately default to the first funnel step, which in this case is dannywalsh.co.uk / LGF001-welcome, and then it will immediately default to one of your two variations. In this case, we've only got one variation. This is called control, which is the main variation, but we need to do something here as well, just by clicking this little cog, paste what we've just copied in there, the path from the step, and then put -V1 for variation 1. And if you do that throughout your funnel, I'll show you again on the next step, you will never have a conflicting URL in all of your account, and all of your funnels will show up nicely in Google Analytics, and you know which page people are landing on, and you can see where there's any problems, and kind of more on that later, right? So what we've done in 16 minutes and 40 seconds is start a new funnel, put the tracking code in, select the URL, and configure the first step so that the step URL and the variation URL are set up uniquely, and we know that if we see this one, it will show a V1 at the end, and if we do create a variation, so we end up with 2 pages to split test, the other one would say V2. Does that kind of make sense? If not, you just have to practice, rewind the video, and follow what I said. But if you set it up in that way, no matter what your path is, just put -welcome on that bit, and then -welcome -V1 on that bit. It's happy days for you. So the next thing we need to do is create the thank you page. This is like super simple. So this is the thank you page. We just type that in. And what we're going to do is paste the same path that we just copied from the sort of settings and put TY here. But what I do is also put another dash, and then I use the word auth, because that's just how I think. Authorize, dash, and then a bunch of numbers, which means nobody can actually guess your thank you page. You see how powerful that is, right? Select all and copy this. So you're going to need it to set the V1 in the variation and create the funnel step. And now we've got a 2-step funnel pretty much built in like 18 minutes. It's like this stuff is not meant to be difficult, right? It's the talking to your audience and selling them stuff part that's meant to be a little bit more tricky. But in this case, we're going to go to the opt-in selection, go to thank you, and there's a very specific thank you page that I want you to use, right? Scroll down, and there's one with like a bunch of arrows on it. It's one of the original pages. This is the sucker here. So select this template, right? This is awesome. Just going to have a drink of coffee. There you go. This is meant to be easy. So you'll see this is the path we've just chosen. And in this little split test settings thing here, I'm going to paste the same step and put -V1. So I know that it's not conflicting with any other page in ClickFunnels. 18 minutes, 19 minutes, and we've known how to set up a funnel, how to add the tracking, do a bunch of cool stuff with the URLs, so everything's unique, and we've actually got 2 steps in our funnel. So now we're in a position where we need to come and sort of make this look pretty and design this, and I need to show you the sort of positioning and the offer, right? So every single person is in a niche where they can sell something, right? So it does not matter what you are selling, right? This funnel will work for you, but you do need an image. of something that you would sell later down the line in your niche. The coffee's repeating on me, right? This is like, I'm not scripting this stuff. I just sort of know what to do. So what I'm going to do is go to Google. Hey, Google. And what we're going to do is we're going to do like an image search. And I'm going to type in ClickFunnels into Google. And I'm going to switch it to images, right? So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to look down this list and I'm going to find an image that's worth stealing. Right now we could do this with any product, right? So for example, that's ClickFunnels. I might do it with a different product, right? Let's do something in golf products, right? So you might sell physical goods, so golf products would work, right? Let's have a look at something on here and be like, right, let's find something. Right, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff on here, right? Oh, I like this golf trolley. I like this sort of package of golf stuff. How about some of these sort of golf balls, right? So what we've got here, we've got some. I know absolutely nothing about golf, but they look pretty cool, right? So you'll see where I'm going with this in a second. Just bear with me. So we can do something in golf. You could do something in, any kind of niche. So whether it's an information niche or it's a physical product niche, maybe it's like pets. So like you can decide like pet food, right? So like all these different pet food options. So let's have a look at this, right? Let's have a look at this Pedigree Vital, right? This is the same process that I would use for just starting any business. So Pedigree Vital Protection Small Breed Dog Food, right? There's millions of different combinations, but if you're in the pet niche and you want to sell stuff to pet owners, chances are those people would need food to feed the pets. If you're in the information niche and you want to sell like how to build ClickFunnels, chances are those people would need ClickFunnels. If you're in the golf niche, chances are those people would need golf balls or tees or whatever. And if you're in the fishing niche, you would need fishing rods. If you're in the I don't know, there's millions. If you're in, what kind of different niches are there? There's so many different options out there. If you're in the survival niche, these people would need a survival kit. Survival's pretty good, right? Like survival's a really good niche for like not only for being able to sell your own products, to build leads, to create a following, but also to sell affiliate products as well. Does that sort of make sense? So it's like, let's find a survival kit. Hey, all these survival kits, right? I'm going to show you exactly what you do with this once you've found your image in your niche. Now, there's two sides to this, right? First thing is don't find anything that's too expensive, because you're going to do something with it in a minute that means you actually have to obtain this thing. And it's better if you can obtain it through your network and you get it at like a wholesale price. But even if you need to buy it yourself at the full retail value, you would still see massive results, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this compact emergency survival kit, right? This will work perfectly. And I would imagine that thing, I don't know how much it's going to be on Amazon. Let's open it up in Amazon and check this thing out. Right, how much is this thing on Amazon? Don't want to put into your funnel. Well, it's currently unavailable, right? So we need one that's actually available. So we just got to do a little bit of research. See how the research is taking us longer to do the research than it is to build the funnel? It's like, let's have a look at something else on here now. It's like this one. And let's see how much this one is on their website. So have they got anything on their website? There's so many people who've got stuff on the internet that is being searched for. They don't even have a website. This is a frustration, right? So I'm going to give you an example. This thing's probably worth, I don't know, 40 bucks on Amazon, right? We're going to copy and we're going to save this image, right? So we're going to save the image to somewhere on our computer real quick onto a desktop, right? And we know that we can get this thing for, say, $40 or £40, whatever it is. We're going to use this to get people who are interested in survival to join our community. And this is how we're going to do it. So I've saved the image. Now I'm going to go back to ClickFunnels, go back to my opt-in page, and I'm going to show you where the magic actually happens, right? So in the next sort of 15 minutes, you're probably going to think, that's so easy. In about 40 minutes, you're going to be trying this stuff, and in about 2 hours, you're going to have a bunch of people like desperate to get involved with you in your business. So we're going to edit the first step. This is the ClickFunnels editor. If you've never seen this before, it's like drag and drop and super cool and super easy to use. What we're going to do is just delete this sort of outer green section, which will pretty much get rid of everything on the page, like that, and just leave us with a space to add a new one. Does that sort of make sense? Now, I don't recommend you use images from Google, right, because they might be copyrighted, but I've kind of done this in the past myself. I'm going to use that image for something in a second, but I also want like an image of survival. Now, I use Adobe Stock, which is like stock.adobe.com, and you pay like $1 per image, right? In this instance, I'm just going to steal one from Google because I'm going to remove it from the funnel. I'm just going to use it as an example, right? So we're not actually using this commercially or doing anything really. I just want to sort of show you what it would look like with an image and how easy it is to go out there and get one. But I don't want to steal one from any of these sites and sort of use it commercially. I'm just going to use it as an example, right? So what we would do is find a relevant image, and you sort of save that image like from Adobe Stock or Pixabay or whatever. You've got some place where you can get images from, right? I'm going to use this as the background. So first thing I'm going to do is create a background. You're going to go to Settings in your editor. You're going to go to Background, and you're going to paste that image into your image editor like this. So you go up to here, and you can see that you can sort of upload like any kind of image. So I'm going to get the survival one and upload that. And you see you've got a big bunch of stuff in there for all different things. So here's that image coming through, and we're going to add that to the back of the page, and we're going to choose in here, fill 100% width. So now we've got a survival looking background. This could be golf, this could be fishing, this could be ClickFunnels stuff, this could be anything, right? That's the background done. Now we're going to come back to this green section that we just deleted, and now we've got it left. We're going to add a new section. It's going to be one of these, full, it's not going to be full width. I'm just going to come back into here. See how like these green sections, everything's got this little cog? You do that, and I'm going to change this to medium. So now we've got a box that sits over a background, and what we're going to do is click the little cog again. We're going to move the margin down at the top so it gives us some space between the top of the page and the box. We're going to set the background color of the box to white. See how that kind of, you could have black, you could have red, you could have whatever you want, right? But I'm going to choose white. Then in the middle of the box, we're going to click this, and we're going to put a 1-column row. This is like the easiest funnel in the world, and I promise it will convert higher than any of your other funnels. Background image, right? Next job, SEO metadata under settings. We're going to say, and this is kind of where the magic, this is like the haha moment. This is where you realize what I'm actually going to do. Win this awesome survival kit for free. Copy that and just paste it into there, give it your name, like that, and then use the same image that you used as the background there. This is like your Facebook image. That sort of makes sense. Win this awesome survival kit for free, or win a year's worth of ClickFunnels for free, or win this fishing tackle for free, or win this cool course for free, or win this car for free, or win a holiday for free, or win whatever the hell's in your niche for free. Even if you don't have it, people are still going to see it and still enter. Is this sort of making sense where I'm going with this now? We're going to do a viral giveaway competition, right? I'm going to click the green thing here as well. I'm going to go to advanced. I'm going to put a border around this thing. We'll have a full border. See how cool that is? And I'll make that sort of like orange to match the fire. So we've got a place. Now I'm just going to press save at the top so we don't lose any of that hard work. But we are almost there with 30 minutes to spare. So we're going to add an element now. And we're going to add an image. And that image is going to be the survival kit that we just downloaded. It's like, so let's upload this sucker. Where's the survival kit? You sort of following where we're going with this stuff? It's not overly difficult, right? And it's like you're actually using ClickFunnels for the first time with intent, knowing what you're doing. So we've added that. Oh my God, this place is coming to life. It's like we've actually got something on a page that looks half decent. You sort of follow where we're going with this? Now, to make it a little bit cooler, this is like, I can show you now. You see how the outer green box is like an outer box called like a section? And inside the section, you have these blue ones, it's called rows. And inside a row, you have orange ones, which are called elements, right? The element is like the image, the video, the text. The row could be a 1 row or a 2 row or a 3 row. It's like columns. And then the outer bit, the green bit, is like the main box that you start with. It's like the outer section, right? And if you press the little cog, you can do cool things like make it semi-transparent. See how like cool that is just by adjusting the colour? See the bit of the knife and stuff showing through behind. Now, in the blue one, I'm going to make that a solid white background. So we've sort of got this semi-opaque bit that moves into a white background. And then what we're going to do is add 3 new elements, right? So this is like the simplest funnel ever. The next element is going to be a headline, and we're going to put that at the top. You see where we're going with this? We're going to click the image, and we're going to make the image height about 330 pixels. So just type in 330 in the height, and it'll just realign itself. Then we're going to add under here a subheading, and then we're going to add under here a button. Right, we're kind of getting there with this right now. So what I want to do first of all is edit the headline, and you just do whatever niche it is, just sort of insert it. You'll see what I mean in a second, right? So, win this awesome survival kit worth, I don't know, whatever it was, like $47.99, right? $47.95. And then underneath there, drag up your little subtext. And if you click the cog, you'll notice it's got a bunch of top margin. Just get that down to like 5. So it's, or maybe even 3. So there's a bit of space between the 2 lines of text. Again, you can do the same on this one to sort of get that right up to the top. So you're not wasting space on your page. So see where we're going with this? And in fact, inside this orange border, I'm going to make that black. This is pretty cool, right? So you see what we're doing? We're saying to people, win this awesome thing, whether it's a survival kit or it's a, fishing, which is what we do, or whatever it is. It's like win something awesome that only a survival prepper type guy would want. Win something awesome that only a ClickFunnels type guy would want. Win something awesome that only a fisherman would want, because fishermen don't play golf. Vegans don't eat meat. If it's like, win this big hamper full of steaks worth $3,000, not one vegan's going to opt in. You're only going to get meat eaters. Does that sort of make sense? I'm just having a little bit more coffee because we've got plenty of time to do this within the next 5 minutes, right? So, win this awesome survival kit worth $47.95. And then in the little subtext, you put every month in our online community, and then you can put like online survival community, we give away an awesome prize just like this. To enter and join the awesome community today, just click the button below and we will sign you up and get you started. And then you can put some, I don't know, make up some hashtag for your brand. So, survival prepper. So it's like, does that make sense? So you've like even like branded something in 2 seconds. So now we've got a picture of this thing, and then under here you put yes in the button. Register my entry and show me the community. And then in the subtext, put click here to register and join the survival prep community or fishing community, or pets, dogs, cats. You set the action for the button to open pop-up. You see how I did that there? It's like every button, you click the button, you find the little cog, press the little cog, you set the action, open the pop-up, go back. You might want to adjust the top margin so it just moves it right up on the screen. Now, the only other thing you need to do just to satisfy a few rules on the internet is just underneath the button, just copy yourself that text again and drag it down beneath the button. And you might not be able to see this on the screen due to the fact that I'll just copy it down a little bit further so I've got room to scroll down. You're just going to put in here, copyright, whatever it is, your survival prepper blog. I don't know if it's 1p or 2p's or whatever, but that's how it's going to be. And you would just put your copyright thing. Now, you could add some terms and conditions and stuff under there as well. Just make this real small. And you might want to put the copyright symbol. You might want to put it in like a lighter grey. And just get rid of this surplus at the bottom that I don't need. So you sort of see that what we've done in 30 minutes, and there's a little bit more to do. We're just going to move this up a little touch, reduce the margin above. You can sort of see that all on one screen now, right? Let's press save. What we've done in 30 minutes, have created a landing page that gives people a chance to win something that they desire. So whatever niche you're in, you just go on Google and find something that's desirable. Whether you own it or you don't, you use that in this funnel and people will give you the name and email. There's some method in the madness, and I'm going to show you more about that in a second. We do have another page to build. So we hit save. Only thing I need to do before we go now is do the pop-up. So you come up here to pop-up, press show pop-up. You just edit this thing. It says enter the monthly draw here and join the this is like SP Survival Preppers Community here. All right, just do it like that, and then we're going to make that a little bit smaller. So sort of bing bang bosh. See where we're going with this? It's not overly difficult, right? So enter the monthly draw and join the SP community here. Now I'm just going to drag this thing down and this thing down. I'm going to get rid of this little extra row that we don't need anymore, and I'm just going to put some margin, like 10 margin above the fields to put the name and email in, and 10 there. Now, because this is ClickFunnels and we're using Actionetics, if somebody puts the name and email in these fields and press the button, it will like automatically capture the lead, subscribe them to the list, and it's happy days, right? Yes. Please register my entry. And then you put underneath here, in this bit, in the subtext, the link to the community will appear on the next page, which is very important. And at the top here, we're just going to add one more element, which I think is under MISC or content. It's the progress bar, and you want to put this at the top like that. And if you click the progress bar, get rid of any padding at the top, any margin at the top, go to themes and got the animated stripes because it looks better, and just change the text to step 1, right? That's it. Simple. Like, you could do more graphics work or, spend thousands of dollars trying to make this look pretty. This will out-convert any funnel, and I'll show you why in a second. Now we can use something exactly the same as this to get 80-odd% opt-in rates, right? So we've still got 20 minutes to go. We just need to build the thank you page, and then I'm going to give you guys a link so you can download this funnel. You can start putting it to work in your business, right? So we save all of this stuff. Just to recap, as we move real quick, right? We went to settings. We give the background image. We also did the SEO metadata. It's like, put whatever it is. we then created one section with one row with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. A headline, a bit of a description, the picture of the thing we've not even got that we're going to give away, the button that opens the pop-up, and our prepper copyright thing at the bottom. And we've actually, without even thinking about it, I've just created a brand as well. So it's like, go and register survivalprepper.com, and if you're the first person to do this, I'll have 50% of your revenue going forward because I've given you such an awesome idea. You can create brands like instantly. Is that pretty exciting? Now, I'm going to go and exit this page now that it's saved, and we're going to do the most important page, which is the thank you, right? Now, there's a couple of other things that we might want to do, like we might want to send the people who opt in an email and get them onto an email list, and I'm using Actionetics from ClickFunnels, which allows me to do that real quick. Now, I'm not going to dwell on the sort of how to create the list. Some people use Actionetics, some people use MailChimp, some people use Aweber or GetResponse, and I will assume that you've already got that in there. Now, if you want to connect your autoresponder, Actionetics we do under automation, and we'll just press add new action. We'll put add to list. Everybody who puts the name and email gets added to the list, and we choose a list from our list of lists. And once we've done that, whoever signs up to this funnel will get added to that list. Does that make sense? And then we can send them emails, which is kind of important, but not as important as this second bit, and I've got 19 minutes to show you, right? So what we're going to do is go and edit the second page in the funnel, right? And this is the most important bit. So at the top, you're going to put your logo, you're going to go to settings, you're going to go to this SEO data, and you're going to change this to thank you, copy and paste that into all of these fields so you're not messing around. You can put your name if you want, and then just put the image that you stole earlier. Does that sort of make sense? And we can use this at the top as our logo, and we can make this like, I don't know, 90, so it's real small. That can be our logo for survival prep, right? We're going to go to the settings, to background, and change the color to white completely, so there's nothing sort of like borders around my images. And this is the magic part. Wait, just edit this bit, right? Make sure you know if you are a winner! Exclamation point. Please follow the steps below to complete your entry. These people have just signed up to win something, right? So capitalize on micro commitment psychology, which means if they've just signed up, if you tell them to do something to verify their entry, they will do it without a doubt. Human beings are sort of designed to do this. So we're editing this step. We've updated our SEO data, which is basically what people see if somebody shares the page. We have then going to go into tracking code and go to footer, and in here just paste the Facebook pixel again, what you pasted in settings originally, and there's a word in there that says page view. Change that word to lead with a capital L, and Facebook will track anybody landing on this page as a lead. And I've got something in the email you're going to get in like 17 minutes from now that will show you how to do that, right? So don't even worry about that stuff, but that's where your pixel goes on your thank you page to say, hey, somebody's landed on here and there must be a lead. So if we do run a Facebook ad to this, we can then optimize for leads. And if that sounds like, no, man, I don't understand all that stuff, do not worry, right? But the point is, if you followed this video and your fingers are as fast as mine, in 40 minutes, we're like 3 minutes away from having a two-step opt-in funnel that will convert at an insane rate and will bring people into your niche no matter what niche you are in, because you've just offered them a chance to win something that they highly desire. The more expensive the thing, the better the results. This is super cool, right? And I can prove that it works because I've been doing it for 18 months and we've built a 6-figure business with staff, a physical store, like 16,500 people in our group, which is kind of the next bit, right? So this is where we need to go. Make sure if you are a winner, you must write that sentence and you must have this red writing underneath that says, please follow the steps to complete your entry. Number 1, step 1, join. This is super powerful, right? Join our community and like or page. Right, exactly like that. Right, this little clicky thing's going to get on your nerves, so delete that bit first, like that. And then what we're going to put is, just cancel that, we're going to put in here in bold, hey, thanks so much for signing up. We need you to know if you win. The best way to do this and to watch the live draws each month is to join our community. Not only will you know if you are a winner, you will also get access to a big bunch of stuff related to this niche. So it'll be like, hey, you're going to get a big bunch of survival information. We're going to show you how to light fires and how to, you know, make drinking water safe, how to build a shelter, how to get ready in case World War III breaks out. Ain't that cool? And any like self-confessed prepper will be like, hell yeah, let's join this group, right? Because you just give them the chance to win something. Now you're telling them to join the group. Under here, press the blue one, and it's like sometimes it can be a bit tricky to find the blue one. If that's the case, then what you need to do is just extend the sort of margins at the bottom. But if you add a new row beneath this one here, you see how it's like harder to click the button than it is to do the thing. Add a 2-column row in this one. Get your buttons, put a button, right? Go to advanced and make it fluid, fill width rather. See how pretty cool that is right now. So put 1. Join the community. And then all you do is move that over here, like that, duplicate it and move it over, and you put 2, like our Facebook page. Set the action. This link will go to your Facebook page, facebook.com/whatever your business is called. And this one will go to facebook.com/groups/your Facebook group. Now, if you don't have a Facebook group, you can create one for free. And there's a thing at the top of your own personal Facebook that says create. And you press it and it says create group. And you go on there, create a closed group, go through all the settings, configure your group, and add like your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your mum or your sister or somebody. And then you've got a group. And then get the URL from the top and paste it on this button, right? So the micro commitment psychology of this page does the following. They want to make sure they know if they win this stuff, right, that you've offered them on the first page. So they have to complete these steps. So they're going to join your group and they're going to like your page. This is going to bring a large percentage of the people who've opted into this competition, this drawing, into your group to see if they've won. And this is where the magic happens, right? So 86% of the people who see our free fishing offer join our group. We then go live in the group, like, regularly. And in December last year, I did a live every single day. And we rebranded Christmas to Fishmas. And we made, like, thousands of dollars. All of the people in your group, you can then make offers to. But you don't make an offer until somebody has been given this prize, has received it, and has posted the picture of them receiving it in the group. Because that just creates instant trust amongst your following without you needing to spend all of your money on Facebook ads. That pretty cool? So, under here, you could do other things, right? Step 2 could be get 20% off any survival item right now. And then in here, you'd put, we've teamed up with Amazon or whoever. You know, we have teamed up with Survival Shop to bring you this awesome affiliate offer. And then you have a button that takes them to somebody's affiliate offer, which you get a commission of. You sort of seeing this now? And then you could have like step 3, you know, go and Tell your mates about this, like and share our page, enter all of the competitions, download this, watch the webinar, do something else, and people will go. They will see that they can win this thing. They'll put the name and email in without giving a care in the world. They'll put the correct email in because they want to know if they're going to win or not. And then they'll join your group to see if they win. And in the group, under closed doors, with no competitors in there at all, because you can remove them, you've got a blue ocean of fans in any niche that you can sell to and engage with over and over again. And that, in 50 minutes, you can check your email, join the group, do whatever you want, put your terms and conditions and stuff below, save this. In under 50 minutes, we've created an opt-in system with URLs, with tracking, with Facebook Pixel, with a prize, and you've possibly just created a niche. It's like you could do this in anything. Please don't do it in fishing because that's my niche. You do this in anything, it'll work in anything, and that is like under an hour to give you the best ClickFunnels training you've ever seen. You kind of see how super powerful that is. So what we're actually doing is giving you the opportunity to start breaking into any niche and get those people straight into your Facebook group where you can expose them to offers, you can give them affiliate discount codes, you can do all sorts of cool stuff, and all you need to do is find a product that's desirable in your niche, try and access that product, so make sure you can actually buy this thing. If you need to buy it out of your own money in order to give it someone, to get them sharing in the group that they've won, it's well worth it, because all of those people are then going to see that you are trustworthy, that you fulfill on your promises, and once they've watched a few live streams, especially like the main draw, where you actually give this thing away, you've got a captive audience. And like I said, we've done this with our group, and we've gone from 0 to like nearly 17,000 people using this funnel, which is at an opt-in rate of like 89%, 81%, and that sort of fluctuated. We've got other funnels that show opt-ins of like 115%, and we've literally made a ton of money, like into 6 figures. We're a registered business, we're a company, we're VAT registered, we employ people, we've got sort of product from 50 different suppliers, we do events, we've got a charity, we've got a membership group, we've got a smaller group of the main group called the VIPs. There's so much stuff that we've done from it, and it all started with this dead simple 2-step funnel, which I'm now going to give you, right? So between now and like when the timer expires, I just want to talk to you about what you're going to get next, right? So in a second, this timer is going to hit 0, and then there's going to be 2 choices. You can either download this funnel and this video and a few bits and pieces that I'm going to send you an email and go and do it yourself, which is fine, and you can go Google and grab the image and put that all together and build it out in ClickFunnels and start running this on like a Facebook page, and you can put an ad to it, and you can do anything you want to get people to see this, right? As soon as they see that they're going to win something, you would do this on Facebook. You put your picture that you've stole off Google or whatever you've done. You would be able to get people clicking this at a real low cost, and people will join like crazy, and it will work, right? You can do it yourself. That's choice 1. Choice 2, you can actually have a rare opportunity to work with me. Now, I've not worked with clients for 18 months while I've been building up this new business, and I've done that for a couple of reasons. One reason is that I wanted to build up a new business and do it myself and not be teaching people how to teach people how to teach people how to teach people. I kind of wanted to do something with e-commerce and physical goods, so we've got a Shopify store and we've got all these funnels and the group and everything that I've talked about, right? And in that time, I've not worked with anybody. Prior to that, I was all over the world. I did like 37 flights in 2017. I was in Jamaica and Miami and Idaho and Boston and Nashville and Tucson, Arizona. I was in Scotland. I was in Iceland. I was all over the place, right, building funnels with people. And before that, I've run a big bunch of other successful stuff, and you can find out about me online. If you want to work with me on this, and I will literally get you on a call, and we'll talk, we'll look at your business, we'll figure out the best way to implement this in your business without kind of breaking the bank, and you can have like an initial call and a couple of like calls me setting stuff up and messenger support and like email support, and you can ring me if you need me. I'll do all of that for like a one-time, like, I don't know, minor payment really. When I've looked at the amount of money I was going to charge for this, I thought, well, look, if I try charging people $10,000 after this video, like I would do in 2017, maybe people wouldn't sort of buy it straight away. So I've looked at the time it's going to take me. I've made a few of these sessions available. There are a limited number. For like a one easy, low payment, low one-time investment, you can get on some calls with me. You know, we're going to set all this stuff up together. We're going to look at the Facebook ad. We're going to look at my business in more detail so you can kind of see all of the elements of this working and all of this stuff in practice. You do get 2 choices below. So this timer's coming to an end. And at the end of the timer, you're going to get the choices below. The first choice is just to do the free stuff. And you get this funnel, and you're going to get the video that you've just watched, and some sort of little tips and tricks in an email, so you can just go away, plug this in, and start getting leads into your business. If you want like the whole picture and you want me to work with you personally, spend some time, on the phone. We'll do a couple of sessions or 3 or 4 sessions. You can choose what you want. All of that information should be below now. And if you want to add my affiliate training and you want to add some other bits and pieces, you can see that below as well. So hopefully this has been like the most value that you've had from ClickFunnels training like ever. And I know from my how to build your first ClickFunnel video that's had like thousands of views on YouTube, the amount of clients I've worked with and the success stories and there's testimonials and all sorts of stuff below, I know that this stuff works. So you want to go and just do it and plug that in and get going, or you want me to help you, the choice is yours. But don't do the third choice, which is nothing. Either do it yourself or get me to help you, but one way or another, you guys need to be moving forward, like getting something back from your investment in ClickFunnels and all of this stuff that you keep buying. And I know that this will convert. I know this will get you going. And the real magic is in the community. So once your leads go through this funnel and join your community, you're in a very powerful position to not only engage with them, but to keep selling to them. And if you do take the calls, that's the bit that we'll really go into detail on, is how do you go from free opt-in? How do you run the contest? How do you do the draw? How do you get these people to like buy stuff? And I'll show you exactly how you do all of that if you take the calls. If you just want the free stuff, all of that should be available below right now. You can try this stuff yourself. Now, if you ever want to come back to this and then decide you want to have the training later, just reply to the email or just give me a call or find me on Facebook and we can set that up for you. I really want you to succeed, and you sort of know that your business needs a funnel and you know that ClickFunnels is the way to build that funnel. Now you know which funnel I will be building first, and you've got the route map to do that, and you've got 2 choices right now. One is like, go it alone, take the video, take the free funnel, plug it into ClickFunnels and do the best you can. Or 2, hire me and get one of the deals that I've put on the screen below, and let's work together over the next couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever you want, and get this working without any further delays, because like your money's going to come back, but your time isn't. And the longer you wait trying to pull all this stuff together, the more frustrated you're going to be and the further away from your dream you're actually going to be drifting. So as promised, in under 1 hour, you now know how to set up the most simple, highest converting funnel in any niche that will get leads straight away. As soon as you post it on Facebook and run a little ad to it, you will get leads, and you can see you can either work with me or go it alone. But just please, 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 please do not be the guy that says, yeah, that was great, and goes back to doing what you was doing an hour ago. Thanks so much for watching. My name's Danny Walsh. You can find me online if you want to chat, and you can find me on Facebook. You can email me at danny@walshmarketing.uk, or you can give me a ring on +44 7960 361 429. I'll see you on the next video. I'll see you around the internet. See you at the events. And I look forward to seeing your success. There are some testimonials below. All of the details of the calls and the offers and everything you need is below. You've got 2 choices. Just don't take that dreaded third option and be the guy who's still trying to do this stuff in another 12 months' time. 59 minutes in, it's Danny Walsh. I'll see you. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.